Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. I'm Ella and in this video we are going to export a professional door schedule and we will add some details to give more informations about them. So let's start. First of all, we need to go to View tab, and in this part we are going to click on this schedule and quantities. In here, we have to select the category, select the field that we want to export or schedule. And we are going to select this door. You can change its name from this part or you can change it later. Okay, now we have 421 available fields in here, and of course we don't have like more than 90% of them. For example, for the door schedule, we probably need the count, this one. You can add it with double click or with this icon in here. Then we probably need the cost. Okay, after that we need the name of them, which we are going to use family and type, or you can add family and type separately. I'm going to use them separately, so add family first and then add the type. Okay, after that we need the level, this one, and then of course we need the height and also the width. You can add thickness if you want. Then I'm going to add the function, this one. Let's for now continue with this. Okay, this is our schedule, and as you can see it's a very long list, so there are some information that we need to set in here. First of all, I want to set this schedule by order. I want to see the name of my doors. You can use this family for it or this type. It's better to use the type because if you scroll down in this part, there are lots of information that we can't use actually. So I'm going to use this type only. For this, let's go to field and move this type up to here. After that, I want to see the level and then the count. Move cost to down here, and then I want height, and after that width. Let's just remove this family from here. We don't need these details. Then function and cost. Okay, this is much better. In this count part in here, you can see all of the doors separately. We have one of each door with all of its detail. It's not that much helpful, so to fix this we need to go to sorting and grouping and uncheck this box. It says itemize every instance. This way you can have all of them together, but this is also not that much helpful. So we need to go to sorting and grouping again and sort them by the groups that we want. For example, I want to see all of the names, all of the type of my doors. So I'm going to set the first row on type. Yes, this is much better. We can see all of the doors in here. We can see their levels, the count. If you want to see overall number of these doors, let's go to sorting and grouping and check this box. You can select either one of these that you need. So I'm going to put it on this and okay. We have 493 doors in this project, and this is the overall number of it. There are these varies in these parts, and also we have one in this part too. This is because we have this type of door, this 38 number of this type of door in different levels. That is why we can't see one level for this part. To fix this, you can go to sorting and grouping and set the second row on level and okay. This way you will have no varies and you can see all of the doors in different levels. This is again a very long list, so instead of this we are going to change it to width. To fix this part in here, this is because we have different widths for these type of doors in our project. So if we change it to width, it might be a little bit smaller like this, and in this way I think we will have better information. And there's no problem if you want to see all of these information. This is just smaller, so we can work with it easier. We have the height and also this width in here, but we can add them both together to another column. Let's go to field and click on this combine parameter. First of all, we need to give them a name, for example, door dimension. And then we need to find the height in this part and add it to this parameter. And also we need to add width. We don't need any prefix or suffix in here, but I'm going to add a separator for them. So I'm going to use a space and X and another space again. And now if you click on OK, you will have them both together in here. And if you want, you can move it to this part like this. About this cost column in here, there are two ways that you can add the price of these doors. One is this one. You can see that we have this 0 number for this parking door. So if you go to the model itself and put it on this selection box, you can see the door exactly in here. So if you select it and go to edit type, you can see the cost in this part. You can add any number that you want for it. If this is a brand, you might have the exact cost of it, or you can add it yourself. For example, let's say that this is a $1,000 door. And okay, now if you go back to the schedule, you can see it exactly in here. For the rest of the doors, we don't have this parameter, and actually we can add it, but there's also another way that you can have the cost in here. So we need to go to fields and create a new parameter. Let's call it cost 2. Then set the data type on number and okay. Now in this column in here, you can enter the price of these doors. For example, this entrance doors cost 2,000. These fire doors could be 600. Main entrance probably 2,000. This metal door could be 400, and continue until you finish this list. These are not accurate. I'm just adding some numbers to here. So if you want to have an accurate schedule, you can check all of them and import them to here. You can also change their unit. So we need to go to formatting and then select this cost. Click on this field format and uncheck it. Put it on currency, and if you want, you can change its rounding too. And from this unit symbol, you can select the pound or dollar for it. Let's go with dollar and okay. Also, you can see the total number of this cost. Go back to formatting again and put this no calculation on calculate total. You see all of these numbers changed. We had $2,000 for this part and now it's 4,000. This is because it used this count to and it calculate the overall price. This number, this total number in here is the price of all of these 493 doors. If you also want to have the price of each door, you can simply create another column, another parameter for this part from here, and then leave it like that. You don't need to go to formatting and use this calculate total. Just simply change its title to, for example, cost per door or something like this. Let's remove this column in here, this one, and simply create a new parameter. For this, we are going to use the text and we're going to add some details to it. So change it to text and okay. Now for this column, we can add some details about doors. For example, we can add details about their opening. Let's change its title to opening, and for example, this entrance door could be a left opening door. This fire door could be left or right opening. For now, let's just use right opening. This main entrance again could be left or right, so you can select it from this part And also you can fill this column for the rest of these doors. We can add another column, another parameter. Let's call it text2, put it on text, and okay. And for this part we can add if our door is standard or it's waterproof, fireproof, or any other details. So let's change it to standard, and for this entrance let's say that this is a standard door. This fire door is a fireproof door. Main entrance is again a standard door. For example, these PVC doors are waterproof, and select the waterproof for all of them. This fire door is a fireproof door, or this parking door is a standard door. And some other details like this that could be super helpful for example, when you want to buy doors for the project. I also want to add the image for this schedule. So we have this parameter in here, and I'm going to simply add it to here. Then you can just simply click on this cell in here and add a picture of your door. I download these random doors from internet, but you can find the exact image of your door, or you can just simply add a screenshot of the door family in Revit, so you can have it in your schedule. Let's add another one to this part. The only way that you can see these images in the door schedule is to create a sheet and add this schedule to that. So I'm going to just simply create a new sheet, and then I will add this schedule to here. And you can see these doors in here. This is also one of the ways that you can export your schedules. There's also another way that you can use. While you're in a schedule view, click on File and then Export. Scroll down a little bit, and in Report section you can find this schedule in here. You can select this one, CSV, or you can export it as a text. I'm going to use this one and save it. Okay, this is our schedule in Excel. So select them all and make it a little bit bigger. Now I'm going to put all of them in the center like this, and then I'm going to simply delete this line. I usually insert a column and row around it, and then I'm going to put them all in a border. Another border for this title, and I'm going to merge it to the center, and simply let's change its name to Final Door Schedule. You can use these borders for all of these titles, and also you can use it for these columns too. Simply like this to see all of them better. Then you can simply change their color or their font size or their font to anything that you want in this part, or you can do all of these in Revit. Let's, for example, change the font of this title in here. You need to select it and change it from this font part. For example, let's go with this one and make it a little bit bigger. Check this bold also, and also if you want to change its color, you can change it from this part. Perfect. If you want to change the font of these parts or these parts, you need to go to Appearance and change them from here. For example, let's change the body text to this one. It's kind of good. Also, you can add some rows in this part. So go to Appearance again and check this box. If you want, you can change its color too. Okay, probably something like this. You can again change the color of these columns. For example, select this one and click on this shading. Let's go with something like this. And for this part, and you can repeat it for all of these columns. You can also change the color of this title, for example, to something like this. So yes, this is everything about door schedule. As you saw, it's so detailed, and you can again add much more information to your schedule too. I hope this was useful for you and you enjoyed watching it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Bye.